These are 3 D-Link wireless security cameras. I've recently got interested in these because I've been asked multiple questions about them. And so I ended up going with D-Link brand because, first of all, I've heard of D-Link, and second of all, they have a web application that lets you view the footage for free over the internet so you can see them anytime you want. Well, anyway, before I get started on comparing these, I was going to tell you some of the use cases that I've come across. If you want to know, for example, when somebody enters your driveway, you can use the security camera. If you want to know if your kids are still downstairs in the basement without having to go down there or yell down there, you could have a camera in your basement and check on them. If your kids are getting a little older now and you want to leave them at home while you go to the store, you can point the security camera into the area that they're playing, and you can go to the store and check your phone occasionally to make sure that they're okay. These cameras kind of have 2 focuses. They can either be focused on security, where you're trying to prevent bad things from happening, or they can be used in a helpful manner. And the helpful manner would be like those examples I talked about previously. Security-wise, you could set these up to take pictures of cars when they came into your driveway, pictures of people when they come up to your front door, and inside your house for when people come in, it can take pictures. So let's get into the differences in these models. This is a DCS-930L, this is a DCS-931L, and this is a DCS-932L. The 930 is the most basic model. It can take pictures and provide a live video feed for you to watch on your Android or iPhone at any given time. Now, this is the DCS-931L, and it has all the same features as this one, except that this one also acts as a Wi-Fi extender. So if you have part of your house that doesn't have Wi-Fi or has a hard time connecting to your Wi-Fi, you can put this camera on the edge of your wireless connection, and it will extend the signals out a little further. That way you can use computers where you haven't used them before. You can also tether these cameras off of each other, so one extends it a little bit, and then it would extend it to the next one, and that can extend it to the next one. But this is a 931, and it has a wireless extender. That's the big difference between these two. This one is a 932. This one does not have the wireless extender, but it does have the infrared LEDs that light up. You can see them on there. They light up at night so that the camera can see a little better. This one also has a little bit more sensitive camera in it so that it can pick up things at night a little better. All of these cameras can watch for motion and then take pictures and send those pictures to your cell phone or to an email address, or upload pictures to an FTP server. The most popular that I've come across is people want to know when it senses motion, send a picture of it to my cell phone so I can see it anytime I want. These cameras can be mounted permanently. They have these little screw holes down here. You can pop off this little plate like that, and you can mount screws. You can put screws into here, into wood or your house or whatever, your wall, and then this little piece pushes back on top of it to hide the screws. It can be useful for mounting them permanently so that you can not have to worry about them getting lost or misplaced because they're mounted to the wall. But you can also just set them up just like these are and use them that way. Here's the camera sitting up on top of the shelf in my living room, and as you connect the power, you see the red light come on. The red light means that it is powered on, and it's trying to connect to the wireless internet that I've configured in it. And the light just turned green. Now that's the light where if somebody actually starts monitoring the camera, that light will start blinking green. Now at this point, this is connected to the internet now, and if you open up the My D-Link application, you will be able to see what it sees. So here's the D-Link camera looking at a clock, and here's the D-Link application showing you a live video feed of the camera. And you can see that this is, you can see here, I'll move this slightly in here, and you can see the video updating. The video updating on the screen is maybe half a second or 1 second behind. It's pretty nice right here because it actually has a really strong wireless signal. If you're out and about, the worse the wireless signal is that you have to your phone, the worse frame rate you'll have. You might just get a picture every second instead of a real-time one. But on this D-Link application, it has a little speaker here to turn the audio on and off, and you'll kind of hear it start echoing. It's because I'm sitting too close to the camera. But it also has a button here you can take a picture. Takes a picture and saves it to your local machine, or to your phone, and also has an info button so you can see some statistics on how much your frame rate is and whatnot. This has been a video about these 3 different D-Link wireless cameras that are at the entry level. And for $35, if you're even remotely interested in them, that $35 is not a big investment to make. I'll have some links down below to these 3 cameras on Amazon if you're interested in looking at them. Like I said, this is a good one to get started with because the $35 price point and the amount of features that it gives you are spectacular. So if you're interested in security cameras, D-Link is a good company to get started with. I've really enjoyed these cameras, and I'm actually planning on getting a couple more. Now, if I was going to recommend one, I'd say go ahead and get the one with the night vision, just because then you can see at night even when it's pitch black. If you're just looking to get into it and you're not really sure you want to spend a lot of money, buy this one here for $35. If you have some part of your house that doesn't have wireless because it's too weak of a signal, I'd recommend go ahead and starting with this one, the 931, just because it has the wireless extension in it. So anyway, if you have any questions about these cameras, leave them in the comments and I'll try to help you as best I can. If you have young kids, I think these are an excellent option. I have loved having these 3 cameras, and I've only had them for about a month. Anyway, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. Thanks again for watching.